Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Niqua. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I decided today we're going to be outside enjoying the fresh air, nature, getting that vitamin D. Today's topic is going to be my MS brain. I'm basically going to go over the symptoms I suffer with MS, why I suffer from them, like where my lesions are, and then I'm going to explain those parts of the brain to you and what it affects basically. So currently I suffer with sensory issues, which is noise sensitivity. I have to wear earplugs sometimes to help, like if my daughter's too loud or if someone is yelling or something. It'll be a high-pitched ringing type noise and it really hurts. My legs hurt from the knees down, so I have a very stiff walking. I have been using a cream called Absorbine. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. And it's really been working miracles. I put it on at night before bed and it takes away all the pain. I have painful feet. Sometimes walking is like numbing and tingling type sensations, or walking on nails. I have a lot of cognitive issues. So if I'm stuttering or not pronouncing things right, it's all a part of my MS, and I'm not going to apologize, of course, but just so you're aware, and if you're wondering why I'm talking a certain way or not pronouncing things or getting it out correctly, it's a part of my. So I have memory problems, stuttering, speech delays, focus issues. I get headaches from time to time that Tylenol usually handles, but I try not to take Tylenol if I don't have to. I try to do as natural as I can because we already are on so many medications, which affects so many other things. I get muscle spasms in my neck, which contributes to a stiff neck, and spasms in my face, mainly my left side. That's where I had my first symptoms of optic neuritis, and I get them in my legs as well, which is known as restless legs. Keep better changing around this way. No. Don't mind me. Just trying to see where the lighting is best. But I have balance issues. Sometimes when I'm getting up and down and when walking long periods, I'll start to feel off balance. I cannot get in and out the tub without help. So I mainly take showers. Soaking in the tub is the best thing ever for me. But I try not to put myself through too much. I I can't really squat and bend. It's really hard because of my knees. And I've had vision issues since my first flare up. My first flare up, I had optic neuritis and I had double vision. So ever since then, I get vision issues, especially if I'm like overheated, overstressed. I'll start to have vision issues that don't even resolve with glasses on. After exercise, I get lightheaded and head tightness. Um, I have bad acid reflux issues even when I don't eat. So that's another thing that's challenging when it comes to eating, having a good diet and everything. I suffer for those things. And writing for me, it hurts. but I love to write, so I continue to write anyways. And I sometimes have my arms are really painful. I can't braid anymore. I can braid. I'm not a good braided braider, but I braid my own hair. I do my daughter's hair. I would braid my sister, my mom's hair, and I can't really do it anymore. My hands just hurt too much, and then it hurts to hold my arms up long periods. So, and I have sleeping issues from time to time, like insomnia or sleeping too much. And MS fatigue is number one for me. Like, I get tired different times throughout the day, but I've learned to listen to my body and to just rest because we need it. We truly do, and we shouldn't overwork ourselves. And that goes for everyone, not just with MS. So, let me get into how long have I been trying not to make the video too long, but I'm gonna get into where my lesions are located. So I have lesions in my right posterior temporal lobe and my right splenum of the corpus callosum, my left inferior pons, and my left parietal lobe. I know y'all are like, what is that? What are you talking about? So I'm going to explain and break it down what that is for me and what is affected, as it goes hand in hand into the symptoms I just said, basically. But we're going to start with the temporal lobes that I explained. Damage to the temporal lobes results in difficulty in understanding spoken words, disturbance with selective attention to what we see or hear, difficulty with identification and categorization of objects, difficulty learning and retaining new information, impaired factual and long-term memory, persistent talking, increased or decreased interest in sexual behavior, emotional disturbance, and memory loss. So, I suffer with majority of those, as I explained when I listed my MS symptoms, and that is the temporal lobes part of your brain. I have damage to the right splenium of the corpus callosum. Basically, the corpus callosum is the bridge. It connects the left side of the brain to the right side of the brain and is located in the cerebrum. It doesn't have any known function, the corpus callosum, but of course, if you have lesions there on your bridge of your brain that sends signals from left to right, it's gonna be like having a hole in the bridge. You're trying to get over to the other side, and from both sides, and bop, you sink. So having a lesion there disrupts the bridge of knowledge. The left inferior pons, having damage to that part, will have difficulty swallowing, sleep disturbances, like I mentioned before. I deal with insomnia from time to time, breathing issues, difficulty relaying sensory information between the cerebrum and the cerebellum, damage to the left parietal lobe. That disrupts a person's ability to understand spoken and or written language. It contains the primary sensory cortex. So basically, the left parietal lobe, and this goes for everybody. Anyone watching, the viewers don't have to just have MS. This is parts of everyone's brain that I'm speaking of, and nobody really knows of the brain and like off the heart. But being that I have brain issues, I have done a lot of research and studying on what I go through, parts of the brain. So, yeah, if you have damage to the left parietal lobe, that's really disrupting because this lobe basically is your sensory cortex. So, your primary senses like taste, hearing, sight, smell, touch will be disrupted. And it also controls your sensations such as pressure, pain, heat, cold, and vibration. So I definitely have changes to that stuff. I can't get too hot, I can't get too cold, and vibrations and different things feel funny. So back to when I said the cerebrum is the cerebellum. I know I'm not pronouncing these things right, but basically the cerebrum is in the back of your head. It's windy and my papers are just blowing, y'all. It's in the back of your head between the cerebellum and the brainstem. So, of course, if anything near the brainstem is going to really affect your body. So, having a lesion there, well, you'll have trouble with fine movements, difficulty with walking, trouble reaching out and grabbing things. You'll have tremors, vertigo, slurred speech, and trouble with rapid movements. To explain what your cerebrum is, it's the largest part of your brain, so very, very important. It controls all your muscle functionings, your speech, your thought, your emotions, your reading, writing, learning, everything is coming from that main source. So it affects a lot. Having lesions on your brain stem, which is from the back of your brain down your spine, you'll have difficulty swallowing, problems with balance and or movement, vertigo, sleep disturbances like I mentioned before, such as insomnia, sleep apnea. So going piggybacking, I have the specific locations of lesions in the right posterior temporal lobe, the right splenium of the corpus callosum, left inferior pons, and left parietal lobe. So a lot of things are affected basically by my lesions. And I used to think you had to have lesions on your spine in order to have walking issues, but your brain controls it all. And I guess it never mattered before MS of what controls what and what does what, because I never thought I would have to worry about things not being controlled. But now I'm fully knowledge on everything. It's very interesting how our bodies work. So if there's anyone that's wondering about their symptoms and stuff, and you might have lesions in these areas, you can go back and you can listen to what is affected or not. If you have some of these symptoms, you might have lesions in these areas. Sorry if it's a lot of noise in the background. I have the road right near my house, and I'm just backyard. But if you're wondering where your lesions is located, I can help you with going over your MRIs. I just went over my MRI results, and I basically researched everyone, what they do, what they don't do, what is affected if you had damage, and it helped me learn my brain. So these are my MS symptoms and my MS brain. Sorry, y'all. It was a dog. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe. And I will be trying to post at least 2 videos a week. And that way I can really help raise awareness and be a better advocate and help people understand what they're going through and know they're not alone. You are not alone. We all suffer with things every day. One of my biggest things is my speech is really messed up now and my cognitive stuff, so I can't really talk like I used to. I do a lot of stuttering. I can't remember things sometimes. I can't remember what I was about to say. I cannot pronounce things. And I used to be ashamed of it, but now I'm just like, I have MS, but it doesn't have me. And I know The doctors say one thing, like there's no cure, but God says another, and we're gonna be okay. So thank y'all for tuning in. Please check, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you can get my next video. I'm going to be dropping more MS knowledge and keeping us updated. You can even ask me for things you want me to talk about, because I do research day in and out if I'm not busy doing something. And I'm just trying to make the world a better place for us. Just because you have MS does not mean it's a death sentence, and it does not mean you will suffer. It does not. You can still live a great life and be comfortable. It's just knowing your body and advocating for yourself. Always speak up for yourself. Know you're not alone. Like, you're not alone. And just because your doctor says one thing doesn't mean it's always true. Advocate for yourself. Speak up. Listen to your body. Listen to your mind, body, and soul. It's all connected in one. Make sure you're good mentally. Self-care comes into this a lot of self-care, a lot of self-love, and you get through it. Remember, you have MS, but it doesn't have you. Thanks for watching.